Thank you so much for your time today. I'm taking this opportunity to share with you much of my address to the OMA Council from last weekend. You'll know that the Council is the representative body of our association. It's where your elected members discuss and decide on policy and the work of our association. First, I want to thank you and the association for the great honor and privilege to serve as your president this coming year. I'd like to focus my comments now in 4 parts. First, I want to extend some thanks. Then, if you'll indulge me, I'd like to say a few words about my path to this point in time. I'll also reflect on the many pressing issues we face as an association this coming year, and on the important work we will be doing on our members' behalf. Finally, I will have some challenges for you and for myself. First, some thanks. I thank all members who volunteer and step forward to serve the profession and our association. These are not easy times. Our focus is drawn to many distractions and threats. However, as Helen Keller said, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. I thank Council and the Board for the many hours of dedicated service they provide the profession. I would also like to offer special thanks to Dr. Mike Toth, who, with great grace and good humor, has borne the weight of an exceptionally difficult and trying mandate this past year. Now, I'd like to take a few moments to talk a little bit about my path to this point in time today. My father was a draftsman and my mother a secretary. When I was 10, I watched my father die from an MI. He was a lead in a play with our amateur theater group in Deep River, and my mother and my sister and I were in the front row watching as he collapsed. He was only 40. No one there knew what to do. No one knew how to resuscitate my father. The terrible unfairness of that moment was, I think, the genesis of my interest in medicine and in my energy for working to improve the world around me. While I did not fully appreciate it at the time, as a single parent, my mother made many sacrifices to allow me to go to university. As it was for many of us, it was an immense privilege for me to be allowed to study medicine and to take up the many and rewarding professional opportunities I've had since then. I extend deep gratitude to all my colleagues, to all of my teachers and my mentors over the years, and to my family and friends. They inspired me and they supported me in all that I've done. We're all nudged forward towards our eventual futures and to what we accomplish by the many kindnesses that people extend us over time. That is, of course, a reminder that we must pay forward and extend a hand up and a warm word to our patients, to our staff, to our colleagues, to all whom we contact each day. And it is a reminder that it's an absolute necessity to exercise our natural inclination to collegially and professionally support others. In these stressful times particularly, it is essential that we commit to a culture of respect and support for one another and for all whom we contact, and to model on our behavior. Because we have many challenges and opportunities this coming year. Acknowledgement of the essential, the central role that our profession plays in the leadership of the healthcare system is the high ground we need to own. And it is what we need to fight for. The marshalling of the energy and extraordinary knowledge of our profession is integral to the redesign of healthcare in Ontario. The current government's attempts to exclude our profession and our association are misguided. They do not serve the long-term interests of our patients. When my mother died 8 years ago with a disfiguring maxillary sinus cancer that eventually blinded her, I saw the best and I saw the worst of what our healthcare system offers. I saw her diagnosis unnecessarily delayed. I saw her uncoordinated case management. She was driven the couple of hours from Pembroke to Ottawa for her radiation therapy, only to be told her appointment had been incorrectly booked. That episode, like much of what I saw of my mother's attempts to navigate the system, made me very angry. But I also saw a caring and gentle palliative care physician sensitively care for my mother in her last days. I will be eternally grateful to that colleague and to my mother's family doctor. Because of them, my mother was able to die peacefully and pain-free at home, looking out at the Ottawa River that she loved so much. So I know that there are things our healthcare system does exquisitely well, but there is much that needs to be improved, and much we need to work on, together as a profession and with our partners in the system. There will be many challenges for our association this coming year. Negotiation and ratification of a new agreement, an agreement that is respectful of our profession's contributions to the healthcare system, is our single greatest imperative. An agreement that provides stability for the patients we serve and for our profession must be our aim. We are ready and able to partner in co-managing the healthcare system. We have a proven track record in that, and we are proud of our history of contributing to novel models of care that best serve our patients. But we cannot tolerate being disrespected or divided. Our association's work this year will include a focus on sustainability of the system and bringing physicians' unique perspective to this. This dialogue needs to include examination with other stakeholders of what services are medically necessary and of what government and patient accountabilities to the healthcare system are. The deliberations of the Health Systems Accountability and Savings Working Group will be essential. That group will be developing recommendations for use by our negotiations committee and recommendations that our association will use more broadly in its work with partners. In all of this work, we must embrace change, but demand that the government recognize the huge investment that physicians have already made in the system, providing much of the infrastructure that historically has been the basis for healthcare delivery in Ontario. This coming year, we will also continue to contribute to the dialogue around primary care delivery. Our association will be working to increase its influence as a system leader through strategic partnerships, and we will pursue an intentional program of stakeholder engagement. The OMA will continue to grow as a health system thought leader and continue our work in health promotion and in other health policy domains. For instance, in our work promoting better and better integrated chronic disease management. We will continue to support physicians, to advocate with political decision makers and with the public to promote physicians' unique value in the healthcare system. Our association will continue to ensure that contributions of all physician groups are appropriately valued and recognized, and to ensure that all disciplines of the profession, whether small or large, have a home in our association. While I am the 9th association president from Peterborough and the 10th pathologist to serve in this role, I am only the 5th woman in the 136 years of this association's history. While I am immensely proud of this, as part of my personal work this coming year, I will be encouraging women leaders in our association to take on even larger roles. I will also actively reach out to our students and to our residents and to our early to practice members. The work of our association must always be informed by knowledge of and sensitivity to the many and varied member perspectives, including those of our medical leaders of the future. With the leadership of your council and of your board and of your CEO, Mr. Magurodi, we will continue to modernize the OMA to make it as effective and efficient as it can be and to accomplish all of the work that is ahead of us this year. Finally, I would like to conclude here by issuing some challenges to you and to myself. The winds of change are sweeping through our profession and our healthcare system more broadly. We need to equip ourselves to be, and we need to contribute as, constructive leaders of healthcare renewal. But our association's goals in this will not be advanced unless we work together to confront the challenges we share. This coming year will not be an easy one. My job is to represent you and to advocate on your behalf and on the association's behalf. I will fight fiercely for your rights and interests. I will, as well, help the association focus its work for our members, for you, and to view all of its work through the members' lens, your lens. In this, I will work tirelessly on the association's behalf. I commit to you that in my work this year, I will be available to you, to listen to you, and to work with you. I ask you to join me on this journey. I challenge you to consider new ways you may contribute to the work of the association. I challenge you to share your knowledge of the association's work with your colleagues and to work with them to further the interests of our profession as we help to shape the future of the healthcare system. Again, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. Thank you very much.